Hello and welcome to today's video. This is going to be my August TBR. Today we're going to be playing my Snakes and Ladders TBR game, as we usually do. I'm going to be rolling 5 times, or might not have gone quite to plan, and we will go around the board, land on these colourful squares, and each colourful square relates to a type of prompt. So for instance, purple is visual, so if we were to land on a purple square we'd pick up a visual card and then that will have a prompt on it. If you want to see every single rule, all the details, all the things, I will have my January TBR game linked up above, and this I go over in detail absolutely every single element of the game, so you can always watch that. But if you've ever played Snakes and Ladders, you'll follow along quite quickly. If we land on a ladder, we minus a roll. If we land on a snake, we add a roll. We move around the board, we roll our dice. We're just trying to get around the board. So yeah, do continue watching if that sounds fun to you. Now, first up, we need to pick a punishment prompt, because I did not complete my July TBR, so not great, but that's okay. So let's just go straight into picking the punishment prompt. Okay, hello. First up, let's pick a punishment prompt. Oh yeah, we only need one. This is going to be, because I did not finish the books on my TBR, what is it? No. Okay, +1 roll. Okay, we can do that. Like, that just means I'm rolling 6 times rather than 5. We do still have this punishment prompt as well. This is honestly from about 3 or 4 months ago now, but I have not landed on a ladder since. Next time I land on a ladder I do have to ignore it, but honestly I don't know when that will come up. So yeah, let's keep going. So as you would have just seen, the punishment prompt was to add a roll. So we are starting off the game with 6 rolls total rather than the usual 5, and that's pretty much all we need to know. In terms of plans for this month, obviously I've got the buzzword reading challenge that I do try to always fit a book to, and I'm also potentially attempting something a bit crazy in August that I think I'm committed to, I am committing to, and could be exciting. I think I'm going to try and read 31 books in 31 days. I don't know, feel a bit weird about it, but I think it is potentially doable, so I think I might try and do that. So yeah, there's that as well. But except for that, there's no plans, there's no specific books that I want to get in here. We're just going to see what can work, what we can get. So yeah, let's roll. Okay, roll number 1 is a 2. 1, 2. 2 is visual, and the first visual prompt is blue cover. Okay, yeah, we can do that. So roll number 1, we got a visual prompt, and that visual was blue cover. And for this I decided to pick up Gemina. This is the 2nd book in the Illuminae Files series. I read Illuminae, I think at the very end of last year it might have been. I don't think it was the start of this year, I'm pretty sure it was the end of last year. And I really enjoyed it. It was very interesting and very fun. The way that these books are put together is like, it's all mixed media, so it's like not written as a traditional novel, it's all just like random bits and pieces put together. And I'm intrigued to see what book 2 is. I think we follow different characters in book 2 than book 1. I think it is related somehow, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm excited to give this a read. It's like YA, sci-fi, mixed media, and if it's as engrossing as book 1 and makes me as intrigued as book 1, then I'll call it a success. So yeah, we'll see. Roll number 2 is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another visual. Okay, our second visual prompt is Halloween covers. I know exactly what I'm picking for this. So roll number 2, we got yet another visual, and that visual is Halloween colours. Now this is a book that was on my TBR last month that I didn't get to, and to be honest, like, there's no chance I'm reading it in July, so I'm going to move it to August because I would really love to read it soon, and that is Cold Clay. this is the second book in the Shady Hollow series. Shady Hollow book number 1, you basically have these animals who live in this town and they're investigating mysteries. It's very fun, very nice. The way that I describe it is like Zootopia meets Gilmore Girls meets the Thursday Murder Club. The murder mystery aspect of the Thursday Murder Club, the cozy town vibes of Gilmore Girls with all like the characters and you know who everyone is, and then the animals very much act as they do in Zootopia. So like that's kind of the mixture of it. And this is book 2 and I'm intrigued. I'm really excited to see where it goes, see how the story picks off. I think we are following our main character Vera again and seeing what mystery she gets up to. She was great to follow in book number 1, so can't wait for book number 2. And if you want my full thoughts on book number 1, Shady Hollow, I will link that video up above, as it was a book club book last year. Roll number 3 is an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me turn around that way. So 8 lands us on green, which is other, and the other prompt is odd number of pages. Okay, yeah, we should be able to do that too. Then roll number 3, we had an other prompt and the other was odd number of pages. Honestly, this is more difficult than I thought it would be. I thought, you know, odd number of pages, half the books I own must be odd number of pages. Like, I don't think anyone sets out for their book to be a certain number of pages. I thought it'd be pretty even. But it took ages to find one. The one I've decided to go for is one that I've been intrigued by for a while, and that is The Cat Who Saved Books. I don't really know what this is about, I'm not gonna lie. I know it's about books, it's about a bookshop, and it's about a cat. I really like cat books, I really like books about books, so I feel like I should like it. A very small snippet of what it says here is a talking tabby cat called Tiger appears and asks Rintaro for help. The cat needs a book lover to join him on a mission. I don't know, like it seems like it's gonna be fun. Like I can imagine having a very fun time with this, so I'm really excited to hopefully read it. Roll number 4, which without that +1 roll would have been our penultimate roll, but we do still have 2 more left as well. So roll number 4 is a 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. TBR jar. Okay. TBR jar for roll number 4. Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm okay with that. It just gives me very little choice. Well, it gives me no choice, so yeah, TBR jar. Okay, you'll have just seen roll number 4. We got the TBR jar, so it is time to get it out. The TBR jar terrifies me. I don't know why I did it. Well, I know why I did it. It's because I thought it'd be a good way to read the books that I own, but I've actually been doing okay this year at reading them. So let's just pick it. Can you see that? Yes, that's high enough for you to see. Loads have fallen out, but I've got one, and there's one on the floor if this doesn't work. Holy shit. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Is it not even up here? Where is it? Okay, I don't know if I'm being blind, but I definitely can't see it. It'll probably be in the background somewhere now. But what I got was the Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, which I have not read yet. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Out of interest, what was the other one that fell out? I'm not in the mood to read that either, to be honest. That was The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. Okay, that's a massive book, especially with me doing 31 in 31. I'll have put a picture on the screen because I really can't see it. Like it's here somewhere, it's here somewhere. Most of my shelves are not double stacked anymore. I don't know, that can be a problem for later me. But yeah, The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. I don't know much about this. I know that the magic system is to do with metals, and the series itself is called Mistborn, and you consume metals to be able to do this magic system, whatever it is. I really don't know. And if you have the ability to consume all metals, then you are considered a Mistborn, and I assume are therefore more powerful than the people that can only consume like one metal. But I don't know. That is what I've told you is everything I know, but that's what we're going to be reading. If I wasn't doing 31 in 31, this wouldn't be too bad. Like, I am excited to pick this up and give Brandon Sanderson a try, because I own quite a few of his books now and haven't read them yet. So I'm excited about this. I'm just nervous because I think it's about 500 pages, which is a lot. Roll number 5, our penultimate roll. Oh, is all the way over there, but that is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's yellow, and yellow is type. Our type is middle book, so that's 200 to 500 pages. That should be easy enough to do. I'm sure a load of books on my TBR are fitting within that. Okay, and then roll number 5, we got a type, and the type is a middle book, so 200 to 500 pages. The one I decided to go for is The Light Fantastic. Earlier in the year I read, what's it called, The Colour of Magic, I think it's called. Yeah, The Colour of Magic, which is book 1 in like the Discworld. This is book 2 in the Discworld, and I would very much like to continue on with it. I would say I was intrigued by The Colour of Magic. It didn't blow me away. I wouldn't consider it a new favourite, but I was very intrigued by it, and I found it very fun and interesting, and I definitely want to read more. So that's that one, and that's what we do. So the Discworld series and how I'm going to read them is in order of Discworld series, but then also all of the books can fall into different series. So I don't know if it's related to The Colour of Magic or anything like that, but that's what we're going to try and go for. And okay, roll number 6, our final roll is a 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another type, so the type is published last year. I don't know what I own that was published last year, but I would think there will be something, so I can definitely check Goodreads and look at what I own from last year. And then the 6th roll, which, you know, was fine. It would have been nicer if we weren't doing 6 rolls, but we did it. And we got a type prompt, and the prompt was published last year. Now, luckily, I have all of the books that I own on my Goodreads in a shelf called like Owned Physical TBR. So I went to that. There weren't many to pick from. I've only got like, I think it was 6 or 7. So there weren't many to pick from. So I decided to go for just the one that sounded the most interesting right in this moment. Obviously, if I was doing this tomorrow, if I was doing this in a week, I could have picked a different one. But for right now, the one that I'm most excited for and really want to pick up is Immortal Longings. This is a new series by Chloe Gong. I believe that the 2nd book in this series is either out or coming out very soon now. And I don't know if I want it because I haven't started this series yet. I absolutely loved both the These Violent Delights duology and the Foul Lady Fortune duology, and this is a completely new world, completely new characters, and I'd really like to give it a go, so I'm excited. I don't know much about this. This is inspired by Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra, which isn't a play that I'm familiar with, and it's Deadly Games, and honestly I've been really loving books with like trials and competitions lately. I've read quite a few the last few months and really been enjoying them, so hopefully this gives those same fun vibes and I enjoy it. So there we go. So these plus The Final Empire are the books officially on my TBR for August. Let's quickly, before we finish the video, let's quickly talk about other August plans. So buzzword, the like prompt, the challenge for August is like, so a book that has like in the title. I have one, so I'm going to be reading As You Like It by William Shakespeare, which, you know, that's cool. I own quite a lot of William Shakespeare. I'm actually hoping to read quite a few in August, as they are quite short and easy to get through. They definitely do take longer than I think a modern play would take me to read, but, you know, still relatively easy. So, you know, I can definitely read one of these in a day, so that's what I'm going for. And then, as I've stated, I am doing 31 in 31. I'm doing it. I keep saying, like, I'm going to attempt, I'm thinking about, but like I should just say I'm doing it because I want to do it. So yeah, let me just take you up to my little shelf that I've been preparing and I'll explain it up there. Okay, hello. We don't normally do angles like this because the window is up here, but hopefully you can see everything okay. Ignoring these books because honestly I don't have enough room to dedicate an entire shelf to this. This here is 31 books. And they're 31 books that I am extremely hopeful that I will be able to read during August. Now, to do 31 in 31, I do not need to read these 31 books. If a different book catches my fancy, if I go down a different rabbit hole, if I suddenly get into a different genre, then I'll just go with it. I've tried to have a large variety of genres and topics and like a large variety of books here to choose from, and there are 31 books here, so it is doable with just these books. Obviously ignore these. So from this one to this one. Yeah, so it's doable. I say it's doable. I don't know, it looks like a hell of a lot of reading to me, but I have figured out which ones are available on which services, which ones are available with ebook, which are available with audiobook. But the main reason for doing this 31 in 31 is to have like another massive push to reduce my TBR. So I'll quickly show you a close-up of them. So these are the books that I'm imagining reading. So Skies of Fire, Skies of Fire 2, Immortal Longings, which is on the TBR, Is Gender Fluid, Feline Philosophy, Lord of the Butterflies, Abortion Beyond the Law, Defect, Elder Race, January 15th. And then this pile here is on the TBR, so that's Light Fantastic, The Cat Who Saved Books, Cold Clay and Gemina. Then we also have Born a Crime, Romeo and Juliet, Macbeth, Equal Rights, This Wicked Fate, Finding Me, Freedom is a Constant Struggle, Parable of the Sower. And then over here we have a few more. So this is As You Like It, Henry V, Othello, Twelfth Night, Of Mice and Men, A Midsummer Night's Dream, A Clockwork Orange, Introduction to Ethics, a graphic guide, Introduction to Epigenetics, a graphic guide, and those are all of them. So yeah, that is all of my August plans, all my August reading plans. Honestly, I don't know if I'll complete 31 in 31, but I am going to do a massive push to get the TBR reduced again. I am, as of the end of June, I was on track to reach my goals for reducing the TBR, but that is no longer the case, so we'll just see where we go. We'll see where we go. But I'm going to try my best. I really want to have a good look at the TBR, have a good look at what we're looking at and see what we can figure out. Obviously, as I've said, I might not read these 31 in 31, but I guess you'll have to tune in next month to my August wrap up to see how many we actually managed to read and whether we're successful or not. So yeah, that is it from me today. That was my Snakes and Ladders TBR game, picking out my official 6 books that are on the official TBR, that are books that I really need to read. And then here's a little look at the other books that I'm hoping to get to this month as well. So yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give it a like. Subscribe down below to see more content like this, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!